Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a very fun theme team in the Great League, the Triple Duck theme team. This team features Sirfetch'd on the lead, Porygon 2 as the save switch, and Shadow Golduck as the closer. This theme team was suggested by a member of my Discord. If you have a theme team you'd like to see, make sure to leave a comment and it may appear in a future video. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out the Triple Duck theme team in action in the Great League. Hopping into the first match, leading Sirfetch'd into Medicham. This is not a great lead, but I do need to stay in here because Medicham is a pretty big core breaker for this team. I farm up, and I'm going straight for the Brave Bird. I really need this Brave Bird to land, and it does! One-shotting the Medicham. In comes Azumarill, and I immediately save switch into Porygon 2. Azumarill is staying in, so I'm going to try my luck. Going for the back-to-back nuke moves, and the Zap Cannon lands, nearly one-shotting the Azumarill. And now, all my opponent has left is the Sableye in the back. At this point, they've been hit with 2 nuke moves, so I feel pretty confident going for the Tri-Attack. I'm expecting them to start using their shields, and they shield even though I didn't even have enough energy for a Zap Cannon. I do also get the defense drop, which is quite nice. They fire off the foul play, and now I'm going to try and go for an aggressive water gun farm down with the Shadow Golduck. Shadow Golduck, definitely not the tankiest, so I will commit the shield on the foul play. I farm up, switch, and I'm able to catch the next foul play onto Sirfetch'd. That's huge. Foul play, not enough to KO. Opponent may have slightly undercharged, and they farm down. They're going to switch out and bring in the Azumarill. Azumarill is very low. I'm going to fire off the Cross Chop. Cross Chop gets them low. I am able to farm down. And now the question is, can Sableye get the 2 moves here? They fire off the first. I don't believe they're at the back-to-back here. Golduck able to farm down. And that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sirfetch'd into Azumarill. Despite the type disadvantage, this is a matchup where Sirfetch'd can actually win the 2 shield. So I'm going to farm up and fire off the Leaf Blade. They do not have to shield the first, but it is going to be doing quite a lot of damage to the Azumarill. Azu is going to be firing off the Play Rough. Sirfetch'd has to shield everything in this matchup, so I will be committing the shield. They save switch into Sableye, and honestly, this is a bit tough because I don't have a great response to Sableye on this team. So I'm going to fire off the Leaf Blade, grab the shield, and fire off Leaf Blade number 2 as well. Leaf Blade number 2 actually gets both shields, and then I'm going to bring in the Porygon 2. Porygon 2 will be able to tank any 1 move here. They go for the foul play. That does a ton of damage, and they're going to be firing off foul play number 2. The question is, am I going to be able to reach the Zap Cannon before they get to their next move? Yes, I will be able to. I overfarm and fire a move just before they're able to get there, and Zap Cannon will take them out. In the back, they have Altaria. I'm going to farm up quite a bit. They go for the catch onto Azu, and I'm going to fire off the Tri-Attack. Here, I'm actually going to undercharge the Tri-Attack because I need energy on my Shadow Golduck. I need to be able to outpace the Altaria and reach an Ice Beam before they reach a Sky Attack. This is going to be very close. Golduck able to farm down. Can we outpace them? Yes, we can! Golduck barely able to outpace the Altaria. Ice Beam one-shots the bird. And that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, leading Sirfetch'd into Cofagrigus. A bit of an awkward lead, but I am going to stay in here because at the very least, Leaf Blade will still do quite a lot of damage. So I farm up, and I'm going straight for the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, able to connect, and I'm going to try and catch a Shadow Ball. I farm up, switch into Porygon 2, but I believe they saw the switch in time. Yes, they did, as they fire off the Dark Pulse. That is unfortunate. They're going to bank some energy and bring in an Obstagoon. I'm going straight for the Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon able to connect and gets the Obstagoon very low. Porygon able to reach a last-second Tri-Attack as well. Obstagoon has a choice to make, and they decide to no-shield, which allows me to win switch. Do they farm down with the Cofagrigus? They do not. They bring in Nidoqueen. I'm able to hit for super effective damage with the water guns here. But as I mentioned earlier, Shadow Golduck, definitely not the tankiest. The Poison Jab, Poison Fang damage is really going to start to add up. I'm going to fire off the Cross Chop on the CMP tie to try and force a shield. Cross Chop does get the shield from the Nidoqueen. Things honestly looking a bit scary here. I'm expecting a combo play, so I switch, in comes the Coffin, and I fire off the Leaf Blade, and it appears this was a CMP tie. Leaf Blade gets the shield, and it's CMP. Okay, this is huge. If I can farm down the Koffagrigus with my Shadow Golduck, I should be able to win this. We go for the farm down, but they reach a move on 1 HP. Koffagrigus takes out the Golduck, and we lose a heartbreaking game. Hopping into the next match, taking Surfetched into Sableye. This is a slightly negative lead, but Surfetched does play it very close. I overfarm, go for the Leaf Blade, and this is a CMP tie to the Foul Play. Foul Play is only resisted, so I am going to be letting it through. But the thing about Surfetched, it is so glassy that even a resistant Foul Play does enough damage that Sableye is able to farm me down before I reach my second Leaf Blade. I'm going to bring in Porygon 2 and go for an incredibly aggressive lock-on farm down. I'm going to shield, hoping they go for the return, but they know better than that. They're going to go for the double Foul Play to ensure that they can get some damage off on the Porygon. Foul Play does quite a bit of damage, and then they're going to save switch into Azumarill. I'm going straight for the Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon able to land and does massive damage. I will be able to reach a Tri-Attack before they reach a charge move, so now they have a choice. Do they give up a shield? They do not, and Azumarill loses all of its energy. They have the very low health Sableye. What is that final Pokemon? It is revealed to be Skarmory. At the very least, Skarmory doesn't charge particularly quickly. I'm going to farm up and fire off the Cross Chop on the CMP tie. Cross Chop does get a shield, and I'm going to have to commit my final shield as well. The thing I do have to watch for is a potential sack swap onto the Sableye. I'm going to overfarm quite a bit here and fire off the Cross Chop just before they're able to get the energy for their move. Cross Chop does get the shield. Skarmory looking to overfarm, but they overfarm too much, and I'm able to fire off the Cross Chop. Cross Chop takes out the Skarmory, farms down the Sableye, and we get a very close win. Neutral lead in the next match, Surfetched into Shadow Kanto Ninetales, and this Ninetales is running Ember. They farm up, save switch into Medicham, and I am full sending it, going straight for the Brave Bird. It connects, one-shotting the Medicham. If they bring back in the Ninetales, I will immediately bring in Golduck. In comes the Ninetales, and I bring in the Golduck. Shadow Water Guns absolutely tearing through the Ninetales. I will shield up because they have quite a lot of energy, but it's just a Weather Ball, and they're able to reach a last-second Weather Ball before I'm able to take them out. Weather Ball does quite a bit of damage. In the back, they have Wall Rain, and this is a fantastic time to be a Golduck, because Cross Chop is able to hit for massive, super effective damage here. I'm able to reach a second Cross Chop as well. Wall Rain forced to burn their final shield. Golduck trying to reach another Cross Chop, and I'm able to get there. Let's go. Cross Chop nearly takes out the Wall Rain. I snipe it with a Surfetched, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, picking up a very nice lead, Surfetched into Galarian Stunfisk, and even better, the Stunfisk is staying in. I farm up, and I fire off the Leaf Blade on the CMP tie to the Earthquake. Leaf Blade gets a shield from the Stunfisk, and I am definitely shielding back as I don't want to be tanking an Earthquake. They do go straight for the Earthquake, and then they're going to save switch into Sableye. I'm going straight for the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is going to be doing a ton of damage onto the Sableye. I don't really have a great counter swap to a Sableye, so I'm going to stay in here with the Surfetched and try and do as much damage as possible. I shield up the Foul Play. I'm going to overfarm quite a bit and fire off another Leaf Blade. Do they want to give up that final shield? Yes, they do. So I'm going to bring in the Porygon 2. Porygon 2, unfortunately, is not going to be able to lock on Farm Down before they reach the back-to-back moves. They go for the first Foul Play, and I'm going to fire off the Tri-Attack before they're able to reach the second. Tri-Attack will take out the Sableye. We know they still have that Galarian Stunfisk, which is just below half health. And what is the final Pokemon? They're going to bring in the Galarian Stunfisk. I'm going straight for the Tri-Attack, but Tri-Attack is resisted here, so it's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. Stunfisk overfarming quite a bit, and they're going to be firing off a move. They go for the Rock Slide. Rock Slide not enough to KO, and I fall just short of getting to the Tri-Attack. I'm going to bring in Shadow Golduck. They're going to be firing off a move. Just a Rock Slide. We'll have to see what they have in the back. They have Shadow Swampert in the back. I switch, and I'm able to catch the Hydro Cannon onto the Surfetched. That's huge. Cross Chop will not KO here. I need the Ice Beam, but I lose CMP. Swampert reaches the Hydro Cannon that will take down the Golduck, and I lose a heartbreaking game. Hopping into the next match, picking up a great lead, Surfetched into Shadow Walrein. Opponent will immediately save switch into Talonflame, and I get to respond with the Shadow Golduck. Golduck able to deal massive damage with these water guns. I shield the potential Brave Bird, but I do get baited with a Flame Charge. That is quite unfortunate. This is only another Flame Charge. It's going to do quite a bit of resisted damage, but I will be able to tank it and farm down. And this way I leave with a ton of energy, so if they bring back in the Shadow Walrein, I can hopefully reach the back-to-back cross chops. Back in comes the Walrein, and I do have the back-to-back moves loaded. First cross chop, able to connect, and I'm going to fire off the second. Do they want to preserve this Walrein? Yes, they do, as they commit the shield. Walrein does have quite a bit of energy. I bring in Surfetched. This is a tough call to make. I will use my final shield on the Surfetched. In the back, they have Medicham. One win con. I'm going straight for the Brave Bird. Do they respect the damage? They do not. They get one shot, and that is a good game. Hopping into the next match, picking up a very tough lead, Surfetched into Shadow Nidoqueen. Both Surfetched and Porygon 2 have pretty bad matchups against Nidoqueen, so honestly, I can't really switch out. I'm going to stay in, fire off the Leaf Blade, and land it, which does a ton of damage. I will respect the Poison Fang, and then I'm actually going to bring in the Golduck, try and do as much Water Gun damage as I can, able to get the Nidoqueen low, and in comes Lickitung. Lickitung would easily be able to take me out with a Power Whip, but I'm hoping they try and go for a Body Slam farm down play, because if they do, I should be able to reach a second cross chop. Lickitung fires off the Body Slam, that gets me very low. Golduck able to reach the 1 HP cross chop, that's huge, as cross chop is going to be grabbing a shield from the Lickitung. I could bring in Surfetched, but honestly, I think they might be weak to Surfetched in the back, so I'm going to bring in the Porygon. They're going to be firing off a move here. They go for the Power Whip. That does quite a bit of damage. I'm going to overfarm till just short of the back-to-back Tri-Attacks and fire off the first. Tri-Attack takes out the Lickitung, and in the back, they have Medicham. I'm going to farm up with the Surfetched. Opponent goes for the catch, but I'm able to hang on to my energy. Back in comes the Medicham. I'm going for the Brave Bird. I need this to land, but they commit the shield. I still do have Porygon 2, but I'm not sure if Zap Cannon is going to be enough to KO here. I shield up the Ice Punch, and I'm going for the Zap Cannon. Come on, Porygon 2. Do what you need to do. Zap Cannon is barely not enough to KO. Medicham takes out the Porygon, and another frustratingly close loss. Hopping into the final match, looking for a little redemption as we lead Surfetched into Umbreon. Opponent save switches into Skarmory. I'm going to bank a Leaf Blade and then bring in Porygon 2. This is just a Sky Attack, so I don't have to shield this. I'm going to let that go. Overfarm a ton with Porygon and go for the Zap Cannon. I farm up to 100 energy and fire off the Zap Cannon as they reach the second Sky Attack. Zap Cannon gets the shield and they fire off the move. Honestly, that's perfect. I'm going to let this go, and now I'm going to go for a one shield farm down with Shadow Golduck. Even though I've lost switch advantage, Golduck still has access to Cross Chop, which can hit that Umbreon for super effective damage. So I am going to shield up, fully commit to the farm down, and I leave with a ton of energy to threaten the Umbreon. Back in comes the Umbreon, firing off the first Cross Chop. Cross Chop does not get same type attack bonus on Golduck, but it is still going to be doing quite a lot of damage. I'm going to be firing off Cross Chop number 2. That is starting to get the Umbreon quite low. Umbreon is going to be firing off a move. Tough call to make here. I decide to commit the final shield, leaving my Surfetched without any shields to it. I fire back with the Cross Chop. Cross Chop goes unshielded. In the back, they have Wigglytuff. I am able to reach a Cross Chop. I do have energy on Surfetched. Cross Chop gets the shield. In comes Surfetched. Can we reach the Brave Bird? Yes, we can. And this will be game over. Brave Bird one-shots the Charmer. And that is a good game. All in all, I had an absolute blast running this team. Running a team where you're using Brave Bird and Zap Cannon means you have a lot of one-shot potential, and getting to land moves like that, dealing a crazy amount of damage, is an incredible amount of fun. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible, so thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.